She don't want Barbarian, say she wants Celine. My niggas the reading detectives on the crime scene. Is you gon' come outside or you gon' hide when it's pressure? I don't need a stylist, 100,000 in my trust.
What's up, YouTube? It's your host, Bag Season Leak, and I'm here with Home Record CEO, Lani.
You already know it. Founder, CEO. My name, you call me Birdhouse, Lani. It don't matter. I go by James.
All right, so I just want to ask you a little bit about your Home Records brand, because I know you make beats and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your brand out there. So.
Nah, yeah. So right now we're working on some stuff. We got a couple artists lined up. They working on stuff. We got projects coming in. Probably about really see us move like this next year for real. We got stuff set up for Aggie Fest, stuff in the summer when school start back up. I'm not talking about high school, man. Fuck high school, but when
stuff for college and shit, right?
Yeah, like you got the parties and everything, especially like G-Ho and all that. So like all my Aggies out there, like make sure you watching out for sure. Central Eagles, even though it's like them dirty ass fucking birds. I ain't even disrespect your kids.
Nah, you good. What y'all be doing at G-Ho? Like, what's some type of things that you do there?
Man.
It be wild, because I ain't, but I might go this year type shit, you know.
Wild the understatement for real, dog. Like, let me tell you, all right. So I got one night, right? We had about 3 parties lined up. So I was over at like one of my friends. I was at her apartment, right? And we was kicking it. Had a couple shots. She had that silver tequila. Anybody know what I'm talking about? That fucking silver tequila with the damn sombrero on that shit. That shit is fucking disgusting.
Does it look like the Don Julio bottle?
Man, it don't look like Don Julio for shit. It look like some cheap ass fucking 1940 fucking 6. But yeah, I was over there chilling and shit, and you know we had a couple shots. We was doing whatever we do, and I ended up going to another party, right? Ended up going to a party, and like the party was lame as shit. So I called her, asked her if I could come back through. She was like, hell nah, fuck that. So like, I told her I'm already drunk and shit. So I was like, man, fuck you, ho. Like I'm cussing her out. Mind you, I'm drunk and I apologize for this shit. No, I did it, but I apologize for this shit. And so went out to another party, got even more drunk, and I was just like, man, fuck that bitch. So
Just fuck it.
Huh?
Just fuck it.
I fucked her, but like,
did you crack it?
Yeah, I've been cracked.
All right, cool.
No, this is the crazy part. Drunk, high, other stuff in my system, and we rolled back over to her fucking shit and egged the fuck out her car.
Yeah.
Like just egged the fuck out.
So y'all just doing dumb shit for real.
It's dumb shit, bro. Like you just do dumb shit. Like you get caught up doing.
You can see if your mic on for me. I was just checking something just to make sure, you feel me. Hit that side button just to turn it on. If it wasn't already on. We good. They can still hear us. We good. All right.
I that shit. Hold on. I gotta be cool. Yeah.
You good?
Double O.
Check one. All right.
007.
We back. We official.
And keep talking shit. He gonna meet him in heaven.
Is this nigga serious?
All right. So boom.
What is? Yeah, you what is? That nigga hilarious.
So boom. Just go ahead and tell us a little bit about your childhood, you know, and your upbringing.
All right. If I talk about my childhood, I gotta shout out my nigga Ray right there. That's the other nigga right there. Home record lieutenant. You know, feel me? Can't do everything by yourself. Always in the team. You gotta have a trusted partner, bro. And him been kicking it
partner
since.
Partner in crime.
Been kicking it since like diaper days for real. Like nigga was 2 hours 3 type shit, right? But like that's really been my dog, like real talk. But growing up for real, like I said, my pops was into music. That's probably what really got me into music. He used to like I remember like going over his house and he had like little room set up with like the whole like studio and shit.
Okay.
And his roommates make music. That Pops, if you ever see this, bro, your music was straight. It just sounded like y'all was trying to be like Snoop Dogg and fucking Nas and shit like that. And it just wasn't it. It was cool though. I fuck with it, but I ain't ever asked him like to give me a CD or nothing. You say it like that. Like that was back in the day, like when niggas used to burn shit on CDs and mixtapes and shit.
Yeah, I used to get movies off them shit.
I swear to God, that nigga used to come with a brand new bootleg. But yeah, growing up type shit, being from Raleigh, always from Raleigh, born and raised type shit, and I guess like a little bit about me. Damn, I really don't like answer questions about myself. I don't be thinking about all that.
You don't like it?
Like childhood and shit. I don't really talk about that. Like I just be doing shit for real. But I kind of always been like that way. Like just moving. Always had goals and shit. Like just somewhere. Like I want to go D1. Want to play sports. So I played football, ran track. I still run track too. Actually, I'm coming off an injury, but I got my first meet in like 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. What would you say is a good childhood story that will always stick with you and that you learned a good lesson from? Yeah, I'm coming with that heat, man. It ain't gonna be no easy questions, man.
All right. So freshman year, right?
Uh,
I used to skip, and this one day I skipped with without switching. And
you don't gotta say too many names.
I ain't
if
about
you
to.
don't want,
I ain't
feel me?
about to, but I just had to. I had to like have one person
Free
there
him too, man. Free him.
already, bro. But I was with him and a couple other niggas, and
Okay.
we was chilling like bottom apartments at the low type shit, and
Hello, if y'all don't know. Hello.
yeah, we was chilling in the apartments underneath there, and just fired one up like underneath the house, and next thing I know, like I think we was on like literally sparked the second blunt, and we just seen nigga in a fucking bright blue ass shirt with a fucking badge. He come on down like the other side. Like if you ever been to apartments, you know how like they got the porches set up. So we was on like the left side. He came down on the right side, and like literally when he came down, we.
All right. Our next segment is just gonna be like all about you, all around asking rapid questions. You feel me? All right. So it's Black History Month. Who's your favorite civil rights leader?
It gotta be Huey P. Newton. Like,
Okay.
I don't know if he counts civil rights, but bro was like the original founder of the Black Panthers. Like, gotta read up on him for real. But,
Okay.
like traditional sense, Malcolm X. Was
Malcolm.
like this is the message he preached, like especially close to the end of his life. It was more of a spiritual love everybody. Like this whole racism shit dead. Like stop worrying about it. It's all over the place. But you just gotta find people that's like minded and don't and see past that. Just build a community with them.
Okay. Okay. Who's your celebrity crush?
Fuck my nah, let me stop. Tiana Taylor for real. Like ever since I was a kid, gotta be her. But like I say like age group, real Sky Jackson.
Sky,
That
yeah,
fat-ass
I mess
forehead
with
cute.
Sky too. I mess with Sky.
Got 6'4".
I seen Megan Good junk in that one. I seen her on TikTok. I ain't gonna lie, them motherfuckers getting fat. Nah, I'm just bullshitting now. So we in North Carolina for the people who don't know. What's a state or a city you plan to move to in the near future? Like when you get more so established.
For real, it's been Houston for a long time, but like
That's where I want to move. So I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna hold you though. Like going up in the mountains like Nashville, I ain't gonna hold you. I fuck with it. Like it's just I like peace and quiet. Like I like being somewhere where it's like it's not too much going on type shit. And like Houston turned into like how Atlanta was like back in like 2010.
So you ain't never been like a Cali nigga. Like I hear a lot of niggas say Cali.
That shit overpriced. It's gotten overcrowded. Traffic crazy as hell. I got road rage. I can't be in traffic.
A word, yeah. A lot of niggas settle down in Houston though. And they say like you can get a big crib for the like low, like in land.
I swear
all
to
that
God.
stuff, like.
But it's like I don't even want to really like probably like if I rent somewhere, I'm still gonna be here in North Carolina. I'll probably like go to Charlotte, but like the first place I move, I want to build my house. Like I want like a house, like because one is cheaper, it's an investment. Like smart with my money instead of me like renting every single damn month. I'm losing bread just in that.
Okay, how much kids would you plan on having in the future? Because you said you wanted a big house, so that might come with a little land. Or some people don't want kids. Some people just want a bad bitch, a nice crib. You feel me? And just to be chill, smoke their little weed, get their little money, stack their paper, do what they do.
I want 3. Like
3?
Like,
Okay, yeah.
I really want like whenever I look at the family, I always just look at myself like having 3. Like I don't know why, but I wanted twins. But I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like wrapping it up, so I probably gonna have more than that.
Damn. But all right. So I know you have a clothing brand, right?
Yeah, mystery brand.
Mystery. Tell the people, like a couple of things like about your brand.
Yeah, like the inspiration for the name, I guess it would really come from like just life. Like life's a mystery. You never know what the next day holds. You never know what the like next minute really holds. Like we make guesses, but it's still a mystery at the end of the day. And so like with the brand, I don't right now. I don't really want to just be like just just shirts stuff like that. But the vision for it is just where it's like we just testing the boundaries for like all types of clothes. Like just really getting into like high fashion. Like you got like tapestries, like these like runways type Vogue type model shit. Like, but it's really just to encapsulate like just how much of a mystery everything
I think so. I seen your little advertising. I ain't gonna lie. At first, it kind of threw me off a
is.
little
I
bit.
know what
I,
the fuck
you know,
you
it,
talking about.
it wasn't my steez. But the thing about it is, what somebody explained to me was that it's all about catching the eye of the person.
Yeah.
So if you come in and you do like some bizarre shit, it's gonna catch a lot of people eye. Like, whoa, like you feel me? But like you were advertising it, so like it's a smart ass plan. But like, where did you come up with that at? Like, the whole, you know.
All right, so if you don't know what he's talking about, I think I took the ad down, but like basically it's a picture with I got my shirt on, like my brand shirt on, and the back of the shirt says "Life's a bitch." Well, it says "Life's a beach," but everything blurred out. And so it's just me, and the picture's edited with me just like standing in front of the window with my ass out, like. But the inspiration, like you said, like that shock factor, like getting people's attention. That's like advertisement 101 for real. Like if you're like smaller, if you're not like you don't have the staying power, you don't have the money to just stay inside people's faces and tell them about the great deals you have. Your best bet is just to get their attention and just say, hey, look at what I got on. So it's like it's supposed to make you stop and say, is that nigga ass out? Like it's supposed to make you do that.
like
and then,
isn't it
And then for like the like. Like I'm not gonna say weirdos because I want y'all to buy my shit, but like for like the people that want to go back and look again, you gonna peep the shirt like, oh shit,
I see.
shirt. You feel me? Like that's like I guess like that's the inspiration behind it. I ain't really look at shit and just say like, damn, that nigga got his ass out. I want to do it too. It's just like, fuck it.
Okay, so a lot of people don't know, but for some time, me and you went to the same high school, and I did shot put a little bit, but COVID happened or whatever. But you also did hurdles and you ran track. Tell the people, like, do you still have any involvement in track? Are you still currently running track,
sure.
or are you
you was out there with Coach Rob, right?
Yeah.
So like you got to be out there with like the men. Like Coach Rob, really that dude. Like that's one dude that like really got my respect and like his coaching style and all that. Coach Gary too, jump coach. I'm actually currently working with him to get back into shape for track, and I basically had to sit out. I didn't have to sit out, but I chose to sit out this last year because I never fully healed from my quad and my hamstring injury, which during my senior year it kind of set me back, like especially with COVID and all that with recruitment, and I didn't really get any of the offers that I really was feeling. So I just went back to my school, like NC already got in there on just as a regular student. So I ain't going back there. But yeah, I do long jump, triple jump, and like you said, I run the 400, 300, 400 hurdles. I run the 110 hurdles, run the 4x4 shit. They put me in a 4x8, open 4. They put me in everything, man. I think I was on the 4x2 one time.
So are you gonna go try out for the A&T track team, or you like on the team?
Honestly, I'm not on the team because, like I said, I sat out like a whole year. Like recruitment didn't go the way I went, so I was just regular student at A&T. But the plan is to try out, but the good thing about track is you can compete unattached to anything, so I can just still go to these same meets that all these other guys are going to, like literally these other D1 programs are going to. I compete with them. So honestly, I don't want to put, that's the goal, like to get back in shape. So tryouts come, I can just do my thing. I could just, keep doing the thing I love. Or really, like I said, I don't know how the season goes. We might be looking at like offers or something. Since I'm still NCAA eligible.
Okay. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna look forward to you running track because that's like one of the top track teams in the country, right?
Sure, yeah,
and that's a good thing because it's a HBCU and it can get more people of our skin tone, like out there and more exposure, and possibly get the school even more funding to be on a like a big like almost a Power 5 stage.
For real, I like how Coach Pond did it. Like Deion Sanders, how he did that coming out to Jackson State. He just changed the game, like brought a school that was on like nobody's radar. If you say Jackson State was on your radar, dog, you were lying. That school was not on your radar.
Nah, it won't.
But he brought that school and like put him on like a national stage. So like ESPN, they keep talking about it. His son like just been working with him for a long time. He whatever you say, he a raw ass dude. Like I really can't wait to see him in the NFL for real. But just went ahead and like changed the whole culture. So now like it's not just before it was just more like trying to get athletes to come to these D1 programs, but he changed it and showed like, all right, now I'm getting the media interested because it's talent out here. It's kids that are interested in going here, and it's stuff that they really can learn that they can at other institutions. And just like honestly, like for anybody that's out there debating schools and stuff like that, I can just give it to you like real deal. Like it's a different vibe in the culture whenever you go to an HBCU.
Okay.
Like, even if you aren't, of like black, you're not black.
Yeah.
It's still a different culture than you would get at a PWI. Like just because of the heritage, just because of the history. Like you take pride in your school. Like even if you don't, you're going to because it's just they don't make it like where it's high school. Like it's kind of forced. It's like really like nah, we fuck with it. The alum fuck with it. The staff fuck with it. It's just different, unmatched for real.
So everything has its pros and its cons, positive, negatives. So we basically just spoke on the positive side of HBCUs, but how do you feel about the Ed Reed and Bethune-Cookman situation? If you haven't heard about it,
I didn't really hear all the details of it. Like,
you didn't hear about it?
Yeah, tell me about it.
He was basically saying basically he's a NFL legend, a Hall of Famer, and whatnot, and he was basically just trying to do the same thing that Deion Sanders did, Coach Prime. So basically, it's a school, I think in Atlanta. It might be in Atlanta, but it's definitely in Georgia. Bethune-Cookman University, and basically he was saying how like they basically overloaded buildings with trash. The players have to share helmets. Their helmets and pads are moldy. And basically, because he was exposing that university, they basically made him step down as a coach and quit.
Okay, so like I feel like if you're coaching, if that's your school, you shouldn't go public about that unless you've gone to like your administration, you've gone to like the necessary channels and voiced this stuff.
Okay.
And if they sat there and said, we can't do shit about that, like was just blew you off, then yeah. Me personally, I'll probably I wouldn't start airing out dirty laundry just because that's not my cup of tea, but like I would definitely voice that because that's not fair to players. That's not fair to like the people who like come out there and that's their dream, they trying to work. Like that's just not safe for real.
Okay.
But on the other end of it, that's not a good move if they explain, because the problem with a lot of HBCUs, especially like athletics, it's not enough funding. Like they don't really, they're trying to supply all the other stuff that goes into it because at the end of the day, university, their job is to prepare you for life, to give you the skills necessary to succeed at a higher level professionally. So they're allocating resources to that. So they don't really got the money to like always put into athletics. So the administration told them like, you can't do that. Like we don't have the money for it. We can't get that for it. Then it's like he can't really say anything. And then at the same time, if you got a problem with it, why don't you get them the equipment? Like it's not. I understand. Like yeah, that's a lot of money, but bro, you an NFL legend. You can't make that money, bro. You ain't pick up enough skills.
Same thing as when Coach Prime put the names on the back of the jerseys. He said he came out of pocket for it too.
Yeah, it's like if you really got a problem with it, drop some bread, bro.
Also, another thing I wanted to ask you about, because a lot of people know like Coach Prime said a couple of cons that led him to leaving Jackson State was like his office getting broken into, some of his stuff getting stolen. How do you feel about Coach Prime leaving Jackson State to go and coach at Colorado University?
From like a straight football perspective, like that's the smartest move you can make. Like,
Okay.
Can they even go to the like a bowl? Like they go to like.
Yeah, they have a bowl game for that conference. It's Power 5, so yeah, they have a bowl game.
Okay, but
it's like, a lot more exposure. It's a big.
I'm about to say like Colorado, and then plus it's like
better facilities. All
it's
that
like, and especially if he bring that like school like up, like turn it up the same way he turned up that looks better on his resume as a coach. Because I'm pretty sure he don't want to be coaching college football all his time.
Yeah.
Like, eventually he's gonna want to go to the NFL.
Or the
So,
pros, yeah.
yeah, his best bet is to sit there and like say, okay, y'all turned this school into this. Now watch me do it again with this like program where y'all actually like look at this school. Like it's not just an HBCU one off. Like this is a real like not to say HBCU spelling the real, but you get what I'm saying. Like this is like been in the media's attention. We've been looking at this like shit show. Not that anybody that go there. I ain't trying to
Yeah, I
shit
feel you.
show.
I feel you. So basically on to because North Carolina has a really like great HBCU, one of the top HBCUs in my opinion, and they have accomplished a lot of stuff. And also we have pretty much I'm not gonna say he's the face of it, but he's a black man that is basically a big face when it comes to Central. Lavelle Moulton. How do you feel about that?
Nah, like that's like Loki is for real. Like
That's all right.
it go way back. Like
He
my
went
mom,
to the low too, right?
yeah. At the
Yeah.
same time, my mom went out there. So like, I definitely like. All honestly, like the way I grind and like the way I look at everything, I kind of attribute a good amount to it. Like seeing like my mom telling me about like they days back in the day, like how
Okay.
how hard he worked. Like you could tell like basketball was like his thing. Like he
Yeah,
just loved this shit.
he's a legend here.
And it
He's
just
a legend.
like it really like that really just being around that at a young age that kind of just stoked the fire. Like you obsessed with some shit, you gonna get after it. You
Okay,
gonna go
okay.
after. You gonna grind for it. Like you're not gonna take no for an answer. Like you're gonna find a way to do what you love. So
Okay.
like honestly, I got the utmost respect for him, especially what he does around the community. Like I'm really big. I might not say it a lot, but I'm really big on like community and stuff like that, building up.
I
Like,
know they
our stuff.
named the park after him, right? Here in Raleigh.
I think so.
It was his
Ooh.
old neighborhood. His old neighborhood
Yeah.
park is now the name his name now. And he's also, for the people who don't know, he's currently the North Carolina Central University's head basketball coach.
He even got a with Terrell, right? I can't remember his name, but he got a realtor start up a realtor business. So they're trying to like, because gentrification's happening a lot like downtown, like they pushing everything out. So they're trying to like circulate that back into the black community.
Okay.
Like that's what I respect about that. Like he keeps like the community in mind.
Okay. So we just gonna do a little hopping around here.
All
I'm gonna kind of bring it back to like your childhood. So I also went to middle school with you for a year, and I realized you was involved in like a program that a lot of kids wasn't called. Was it like MSCN,
Yeah.
where y'all took trips? I heard about a lot of y'all trips and stuff.
All right, so like y'all used to hear about the trips and everything, but the whole point of the program was really like it was stood for Math, Science, Engineering Network.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, yeah, we took trips at like the end of the year. Like you gotta pay for them. Like we didn't just go for free. Nah.
Yeah, y'all did the fundraiser with the little chocolate and
That
stuff.
shit don't pay for it, bro.
They pay.
They ain't pay for all
I
of it.
thought they paid. I ain't know that.
Nah, it definitely did stuff, but like we still had to come out of pocket. Like our parents had to pay and everything. But the whole point of the program was really just to teach like black students like in these like I don't know what to call them, but like Carnegie League and all those schools like mostly black kids.
Yeah,
like,
those are like HBCUs for middle schools
type
around
shit,
here.
like,
Yeah.
But it basically took kids like that and just like really like we would go over like stuff like a lot more math and engineering. Like we used to like every Saturday we went up to NC State and took like extra classes and shit. Like and it really just the whole point was to prepare you to like be on that like basically be ready for college, like, and be able to be professional, be able to network, be able to talk to people. Like that's really what was the whole point. The like trip thing was just so you get to see, and even then like we still went to like conferences and stuff like that, like meetings, like we went to historic places. Like yeah, it was fun and stuff, but it was mostly because like
You could tell us like it don't necessarily have to be like too detailed, but like a funny or a memorable story from one of those trips.
Shit. That shit was so long ago.
It was a brick ago, but it just I remembered it a little bit.
I think it was like either New York trip or that Atlanta trip, but I'm pretty sure I dropped some shit like in the water.
Huh?
Like it was New York trip, like going to like the Statue of Liberty.
Oh word.
Yeah, I think I dropped like a hat or some shit I bought.
Damn. That was just like a fucked up, like a.
I don't know if that was funny or like interesting, but that was just sad. Like I remember that hat. I was paid like $50 for it.
Damn.
Cause then New York got that fucking tax and shit on everything, bro. This shit's so damn expensive. I could never live there.
I feel you. And that teacher was Miss Edwards, right?
Yeah, shout out Miss Edwards.
Miss
Like,
Edwards.
really
Miss
like.
Edwards.
Damn, I said that with the hand.
We good.
Drake cool, bro. No cap.
You can pause it. I'ma just do that out.
Bulletproof Cadillac, I'm moving around this bitch like Biden. Rap niggas been quiet, bro. Them niggas must retire.